Over from Marif Sheikh, just 3 runs from it, 47 for 2. Small community here, a very tight-knit cricket community, and lovely to see Chris Greaves there. Now, where's Chris Soule gone? He was just in the shot a moment ago. Chris Soule is also here, Chris McBride too. Chris Greaves will see him in the T20s, and yeah, lovely to see internationals, both current and former, and we'll hopefully see Chris Soule more in the future. For the moment, his status kind of remains a bit unknown, doesn't it? Hasn't played this series, didn't play the one prior, and not on a Cricket Scotland contract at the moment, but surely he's still got a lot of cricket in him.
Well, he's easily the quickest that Scotland have produced in recent years, and
he might be the quickest associate bowler.
I think he might be. I remember was bowling. Was there one ball that was up about 153, 154?
He's been clocked in excess of 150, which in the history of international cricket, any cricket generally, very few bowlers have bowled. And it was that kind of X factor, that raw pace that saw him get signed in the Caribbean Premier League. It's been picked up in a few franchise leagues. There's no official retirement of any kind, no official announcement, but just the information we have, he's not available for the moment. And as a consequence, we saw it in the last game 2 days ago, it's Sampal Kami returning here rather than Gulshan Jah being introduced. Change of ends for Kami. You have that samey sort of Scottish attack. That's why they've kind of almost been forced, isn't it, to give a debut to Mackenzie Jones, even if he's young and he's a bit raw. They've had to get him in because Jarvis, Davidson, even Charlie Castle, who's come in today, they're all very similar sort of military medium pace.
Yeah, and they don't have Brad Curry as well, that left arm option. He just changes that attack immediately when he comes into the side. Because it is funny, when I was looking at Scotland's attack, when I was, say, about 18 months ago, I was looking at it thinking, gosh, this is actually one of the most perfectly varied attacks that you can imagine, because they did have express pace with Chris Soule. They had the swing bowlers that they could turn to.
Whipped into the leg side as a race to the rope. It's over pitched, yes. It's actually the longest corner of the ground, but it will still get there. And that's a beautiful way to bring up the 50, isn't it? Charlie Teare, he's been the dominant force to say the least. He's really carrying Scotland right now.
He's just looked like he's batting on a different pitch against a different attack than everyone else. Really nice use of the wrists. Guided that ball. It might have been the longest part of the ground, but he timed it so well. Went all the way. But just going back to that point, so they had express pace in Chris Soule. They had a number of right arm swing bowlers that they could turn to as well. The likes of Sharif and McMullen. Then they had the left arm of Brad Curry, who is a genuine wicket taker. So you had that option there as well. They've obviously got the off spin of Leask. They had the leg spin of Chris Greaves that they could call on. And then, of course, the left arm magician work of Mark Watt. So that was such a varied attack. You really had so many options. And then you had the likes of Evermain coming in, or Brad Wheels. And now it does feel like with the bowlers that they have available, that variation is just not quite there. And they've got just more limited skill sets to actually play with than you felt that they had like 12 to 18 months ago at the times when they had more players available. And obviously the players have different personal circumstances as well. It's tough surviving as an associate cricketer.
Pulled by Berrington, well in front to square. Entry slightly bigger out to that leg side with us being on the same pitch as 48 hours ago. It's 63 metres out there, only 59 metres to the offside. That's where some have been targeting. 12 have been bowled, 53 for 2. Keep those messages coming in. We'll get to them in these middle overs. Also a guest commentator coming in. Yeah, you're wondering about that traditional Nepali dress. The gunyo cholo is what it's called. The gunyo means the long skirt on the lower half, and then the tight blouse is the cholo on the top. It's mostly worn by women up further up into the hills. You can wear a dakatopi, but it's not exclusively for men, but it's not used as much.
Well, thank you to Sudeep, who's sent in some pictures and explanation, and said also, Mel, if you want to put on your head, women usually put, I'm going to try and say it, pachuri, a wool cashmere scarf.
Yeah, it's just a Nepali pashmina, pachuri.
Yeah, pachuri. Okay, so I didn't do too bad.
It's something every single trip to Nepal that I take, I will always bring back at least 4 or 5 of them and gift them to... Actually, I've never got you one. That's poor from me.
Yeah. What on earth?
But yeah, generally, they make a lovely gift, and they're beautiful, really beautifully produced with gorgeous patterns and elegant traditional Nepali designs. But yeah, if you do want to get in touch, use that hashtag CWCL2. That stands for Cricket World Cup League 2. Andrew Leonard here at Cricket Badge, and Mel Farrell. Type in Mel's name, it'll pop up immediately. Send us a direct message if you would like to get one, which I actually meant to mention this morning very early. He didn't tell me where he's coming from, but he said, I'm currently at 3:23 a.m. en route to Dundee, driving up. So I presume from probably somewhere down near London. Amazing commitment from fans to get up here. We're expecting a very good crowd that continues to build. People are still flocking through the gates actually as we speak, and we'll have another wonderful atmosphere today, I suspect. And the leg side, good hand from Asif Sheikh is going to save 2 runs. That would have raced away to the rope. The brothers working in tandem together, Arif the elder and Asif the younger. And Raghu says, well, the dakatopi is a man's wear, but you won't be criticised for wearing it. Some women occasionally wear it. And Nepalis are generally very laid back unless it's about Momo. It's Momo, not Momos.
Yes, I know. I've learned my lesson.
The only thing they get het up about.
I'll never.
Because it's the best food there is.
It is. Oh, I'm obsessed. Honestly, when I was there, that's what I had for dinner every night.
I've had plenty of international cricketers come to Nepal, and I'll often kind of bring them out in their first couple of nights to give them a bit of a lay of the land, where to go, what to do, what to eat, what to drink, etc. And I've had a couple of them say, they say, what are Momo? And I'll be like, you just have to really taste them to find out. And then they look at them and you show them a photo and they go, oh, well, they're just dumplings. I said, no, really. And the variety and difference of them all. Yeah, and there is plenty of Nepalese restaurants across the United Kingdom, isn't there? Plenty of places you can go to get them.
Well, yeah. Actually, there's a lot of Nepalese restaurants, even in my hometown of Australia.
Huge emigrant population there, the Nepali diaspora. Incredible inside edge. It's probably going to race to the ropes. Sampal Kami won't cut it off. Here, a little bit fortunate. 2 inside edges in that over, and Arif Sheikh a bit unlucky. 6 runs end up coming off the bat, 7 in total. It's 60 for 2.
Yes, I was very excited as we see that. Could have gone anywhere, really. Chased a wide one. It came back in a little. But when I went back home to discover that there is a new Nepalese restaurant in my hometown of Orange, and they do specialise in Momo. And that was a very exciting